Man, oh man, we are here at Petco Park, and it's been a minute. It's been a long minute since we've seen these San Diego Padres, man. They are 52 and 57. We are 98 and 9, looking to win this series and sweep them. So when we end this series, we want to have 101 wins. We're looking to get our 99th win of the year here. As we're in San Diego, man. We have not seen the Padres since May. It is August. um, Been a wild few months for both teams. We lost those few games in a row. The Padres, man, they've been trying to figure it out all year, and they ended up trading a bunch of players as Michael Walker is their starting pitcher. This is his 14th start, 6 and 5, a 5.59 ERA, 87 innings pitched, 102 hits given up this year. 30 walks, 56 strikeouts for Walker. And it's a Friday night, so the Padres are in their color rush. Mookie Betts will lead this off tonight. Will lead this game off, hitting 264, 31 bombs, and playing shortstop tonight for the Dodgers as Michael Wacha will get set, and the first pitch will be inside for a ball at 95. So, Padres, man, they got some new players. Don't have Machado at third. They're 5 games back of the wild card, which that's 1-1. Their decision to trade Machado and Juan Soto kind of made no sense to me, and Matt Carpenter. They kind of just got rid of all the older people. I mean Machado. I mean no Soto. Yeah, Soto and Machado. They're pretty young, but to see them get rid of them being 5 games back of the wild card, I'm pretty sure the Padres just decided, you know what, we can make it with or without them. I feel like because they did get Anthony Rendon, which is a huge pickup as well. But they get to slice that Machado contract off their payroll and bring. I think Rendon's contract's a little cheaper, but that's a walk to lead off the top half of the first. And now that'll bring up CT hitting 290, playing center field tonight for James Outman, as Outman will get the night off. First pitch, high ball one. Outman will get today's game off, and left today will be David Peralta, as that's hit down to third, and Rendon can't make the play. And if that's Manny Machado, that's a double play, I'm pretty sure. So Anthony Rendon can't make that play. Michael Walker's probably not too happy. And now that will bring up David Peralta, who's playing left field tonight for the Dodgers. Beautiful evening here in San Diego. Clear blue skies. Looks like a nice evening here in San Diego. The 0-1 from Walker. Hit and fouled, 0-2. 0-2 to Peralta. Will be hit and fouled. So yesterday we finished our series against the Athletics. Ended up sweeping them. Bobby Miller had a decent game yesterday. Still waiting for Clayton Kershaw to come back. Can't wait for him to come back because that's fouled. And that was a terrible swing, but somehow Peralta got a piece of it. The 1-2. 2-2 inside. The 2-2 to David Peralta. The pitch from Walker. 3-2, and Max Muncy's on deck. 3-2. The payoff pitch will be hit into right center field. I think he got under just a little bit too much, which he did. Runners will tag, and Mookie Betts will tag up to third. And runners at the corners with one away. To bring up Max Muncy, hitting .302, has 36 bombs and 84 RBIs on the year. I still did not look at CJ Cron's stats. I'm sorry. First pitch hit, fouled, 0-1. Man, 18-3 Reds. Holy smokes. The Reds put up 10 runs yesterday against the Cubs and ended up losing that ball game as that's hammered into left center field. That's gonna, I think, no. That's gone. It's a 3-0 ball game. Max Muncy hits his 37th home run of the year. I couldn't tell if that was getting out. 37th home run of the year for Max Muncy makes it a 3-0 ball game. And I was going to make CT3 go back to first base. But that ball just kept carrying and got over the wall for Max, 37th home run of the year. And This is what you don't want if you're CJ Crone or Ryan McMahon, for Max Muncy to get hot. Because if he does, and he starts hitting more home runs than you, I'm pretty sure he's going to end this year being the NL home run leader. Because now they'll bring up Nolan Arenado hitting 288. You know, the one thing I'm not too happy about with the Padres, and, you know, why they traded Manny Machado, excuse me, sorry, I was looking at something on X, aka Twitter. Um, the only reason why I'm not happy they traded Machado away is because I feel like the NL West had the best third basemen in the game. Arenado at one on one team and Machado on the other. And I mean, in Anaheim now, and the Angels have Machado, so I mean it's just a freeway over from Dodger Stadium, Manny Machado, but like they don't get to play each other in games unless we meet each other in the World Series, which honestly that Angels team is scary looking good. That's hit in the left. That's hammered as well. That's gonna be gone. Uh it's a 4-0 game here in the top of the first. Man, this Dodgers offense came out to play tonight. It's 23rd home run of the year for Will Smith, and he's been hot after getting yesterday off, back in the lineup today, and he hits a home run in his first AB after getting yesterday off. And now that will bring up Miguel Vargas hitting 273. First pitch from Walker. Hit and foul, 0-1. But yeah, Manny Machado on the Angels. I mean, that team's looking really good. I mean, that Dylan Cease acquisition where they traded for Dylan Cease is absolutely huge. As that's hitting the left but fouled. Because every line score I've seen so far of Dylan Cease, he's had a really good game. 0-2. That will strike out Vargas, then the top half of the first, and of course I'm getting a phone call. But we're gonna ignore it for now. Alright, Walker Buehler, he's our starting pitcher. This is his 19th start, 16-0, a 1.64 ERA, 126 innings pitched, 70 hits, given up 5 walks, 172 strikeouts on the year. And now Stephen Kwan will lead off the bottom of the first. The replacement left fielder for Juan Soto here in San Diego. I mean, not a bad pickup, but it's not Juan Soto. Like, it's just a crazy trade that happened. The 1-0 hit and fouled 1-1, but I mean, we'll see what happens for Kwan and his time here in San Diego. And I feel like this San Diego is probably not the squad he wanted to be on, because honestly, the Guardians, man, they're fighting for a division, and Kwan was part of that team winning games. But as the Guardians, if you could be better with Juan Soto, then that's a great trade for them. 2-2. And honestly, Juan Soto is a rental, as that's fouled. Like, Soto was on his last year's contract with the Padres as it was. So at the end of the day, like, it's not really that bad of a move from San Diego, with them being 52 and 57 on the year. But I'll bring up Jose Azucar hitting 148. But there's moves to be made, I guess, for the Padres in the offseason, getting more money. I feel like maybe they could sign Juan Soto back in the franchise for a lighter contract, maybe a 5-year deal, and then you get your left fielder back that, you know, you traded away. That'll bring up Bogarts hitting 306. They kept Bogarts, so that's hitting to right, and that will drop for a base hit. So a 2-out single here in the bottom half for the first for the Padres. And now that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth hitting 288, and Steele is on the squad. First pitch heater, strike one. The 0-1 knuckle curve from Buehler. 0-2, good pitch. 0-2. The fastball from Buehler will be high, 1-2. 1-2 cutter, high, 2-2. Alright, the 2-2 circle change, fouled. Good job right there from Cronenworth fouling that one off. 2-2 from Bueller. Heater inside will be fouled. Alright, 2-2. The cutter got him. To end the first. Good pitch right there from Walker Bueller to end the first inning. But the Padres do get a hit in that inning. Alright, Jason Hayward will lead off the top of the second, hitting .298. First pitch from Walker. Outside ball 1 to Jay Hay. The 1-0. 2-0. 2-0 to Jason Hayward, having a decent season with the Dodgers. Has a good average, which is so nice coming off the bench. 2-1. 2-2. The veterans presence in this game, or in this team, such a huge thing for this Dodgers ball club. I feel like Peralta, Hayward, and even JD Martinez, even though that JD doesn't get to do much in the field for us and just DHs 95% of the time, it's really nice to have him in the lineup when we need him, and he's in the lineup tonight as that's popped up. One away here in the top half of the second.
Batting ninth, the designated hitter, JD Martinez.
Oh, that will bring up JD Martinez taking a strike 0-1. 258. 358, excuse me. I think he didn't go. He went. Okay, 0-2. Yeah, hitting 358 is huge coming off the bench. 1-2. Man, San Diego, Petco Park, beautiful park. 2-2 as Waka will miss the zone on that curve. The 2-2. Hit and fouled. Man, it's so weird, like, coming into San Diego, as that's gonna be hit to Bogart, former Red Sox teammate with JD, 2 away. It feels so weird coming into San Diego, knowing that they had Machado and Soto, and now they're gone. Like, they're 52 and 57 as well, and we kind of expected them to be a little bit better this season, like way better with everything they did in the offseason and getting Bogarts and stuff. So the fact that the Padres just kind of said, here's a Padre, you get a Padre, and, you know, giving up Blake Snell, Matt Carpenter, that's hammered to right, Oppo, Taco, Mookie Betts to make it a 5-0 ball game. His 32nd home run of the year. Man, that was wild. I feel like I haven't seen Mookie Betts go opposite field for a minute. 5-0 ball game. What a swing for Mookie Betts. But, like I was saying, San Diego, man, they were the team who was supposed to be as good as the Rockies are being in this franchise. Or the Diamondbacks. Like, they were supposed to be the team to come out and be dominant with the Dodgers. And it's two teams that shouldn't even be there in the Rockies and the Diamondbacks, and they're here to play, and they're, you know, the D-backs, we haven't seen them in a minute, and we're going to go see them on this road trip in Arizona. And then, you know, we've seen the Rockies a few times, and, you know, every time we face them, I feel like we've had their number. But, like, I'm excited to go to Arizona and see what they could do, as they're going to bring out Caleb Barragar.
Number 54,
Barragar, that's his name, Barragar. Not Burger, Barragar. Barragar, that's so weird. That'll bring out Muncy, 1-for-1 with a 3-run home run, 5-0 Dodgers, as that's hit up the middle. And that will bring in a run. Peralta's on his way to third. Muncie's on his way to second. The throw to third is not on time. And it'll be no throw to second. It's a 6-0 ball game. Man, Max Muncy came to play today. Got his 4th RBI under his belt. Already in the top half of the second. Berger trying to get the Padres out of this inning. First pitch. But as I was saying, like the Padres, they were supposed to be how the D-backs were playing with the Rockies. And unfortunately for them, they just, I feel like they lived up to they didn't live up to the hype. They didn't live up to the expectations. And, with Manny Machado going to the Angels, now he's on a first place Angels ball club they're pretty much destined to make the postseason. And I think they're the best team in the AL as that's popped up, and that will end the top half of the second. And that was kind of huge for Machado. And then if you're Juan Soto, now you're helping a Guardians ball club as Anthony Rendon will lead off the bottom half of the second, taking a strike. But if you're Juan Soto now, you're on a Guardians team who's fighting for a postseason spot. You're fighting to win the Central. I think the Angels are like 8.5 games in first place of the Rangers. So I feel like the Angels definitely are going to be taking the AL West. Ohtani, Mike Trout, Jared Walsh, Manny Machado, Dylan Cease. They went out and got some pitchers. They're set for destiny. And honestly, if I'm being honest, if we make the World Series, I'd love to face the Angels. Not because it's in the same city, or not in the same city, but in the same state. This is hitting to right. Hayward will dive, throw into second, will not be on time, and Han Song Kim got himself a double. 20th double of the year. And now that'll bring up Odor, hitting 333. But I'd love to see the Angels and Dodgers in a World Series. And I'm not saying that because they're in the same state or they're an hour away. But imagine the Angels go out and make all these big trades. We've had our struggles with the Angels. The Angels have beat us a few times this year. I've struggled against Mike Trout. And now the fact that they got Dylan Cease, Manny Machado, that team is going to make a deep run, I think, in the postseason. If they're a first-round exit, that's going to be absolutely wild to me, as Muncy will field it, throw it to Buehler 2 away here in the bottom of the second. I bring up Jordan Luplow. 205. Former member of the Atlanta Braves. Man, that's wild. Luplow goes from being on the best team in the East to 4th in the West. 1-1 to Luplow. 1-2. 1-2 heater. 2-2. 2-2 from Walker Buehler. The cutter hitting to right center. Hayward will get there to end the second inning. Alright, Will Smith will lead off the top of the third. Berger is still out there. First pitch to Will Smith will be swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. 1-1. Oh, yep, 1-1. And the crazy thing is about the Padres, as well, is they didn't trade. Oh, that's foul. 1-2. Terrible swing. They traded Blake Snell, but they held on to Joe Musgrove. They held on to Yu Darvish. Because that's a strikeout. One away here in the top of the third. So they must have a little bit more faith in what they did in trading Machado and trading Soto. As that's hitting to left, Bogarts will make the play, throw to first, not on time, an infield hit for Vargas. So they must have enough confidence in Quan, Bogarts, Rendon, and Jake Cronenworth to get him to the postseason. I mean, it's only August. It's still possible. They get hot, the Reds slow down, or the Diamondbacks slow down. The rest of that wild card is in trouble. If if the Padres figure it out, I think. And they could do it. There's still plenty of time left in this season. They could go on a 10-game winning streak, and the Reds could lose a few games, and voila, the Padres are possibly in the wild card. I mean, the Reds are 5 games back as well. So I mean, the the Reds need a few teams to lose. I don't know who's holding that 3rd spot in the wild card right now, but I know the first 2 are obviously the Rockies and the Diamondbacks. That 3rd spot, I have no idea who it is in the NL. Look at that, 9.5 games back are the Rangers to the Angels. Like, if the Angels get that to 15 or 14 like the Braves, then it's that division belongs to the Angels. That's a walk. Well, that'll bring up JD Martinez. 0 for 1. The Cubs. Okay, so it's the Cubs that are in the 3rd wild card spot. So, I mean, if the Cubs lose a few more games and the Reds win, that could flip too. So, I mean, there's a lot of teams fighting to make that wild card. And oh, that's a pop up. That's fouled though. And that's a lot of good teams. I feel like, we just saw the Reds, and lately they've been on a super hot streak, killing it. And to me, they were pretty beatable. The Rangers, man. Rangers are destined for success with DeGrom and Nathan Eovaldi in the franchise. So even if the Angels do make it, it could be tough if the Rangers end up facing them, and you got to face Nathan Eovaldi and Jacob DeGrom, and I feel like the pitching matchup for that series, as that's hit down to 3rd, Rendon will flip to 2nd, flip to 1st for the double play down the top of the 3rd. But for that series, as Luis Capizano will lead off the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch from Buehler, hammered into left, and it's gone. It's a 6-1 ball game. Padres are on the board. Number 13, man. Took Machado's number like it was nothing. But, I'll bring up Quan, 0 for 1. Fastball from Buehler will be a strike 0-1. But as I was saying, if you see the Angels versus the Rangers in the postseason, if that's a matchup, it's definitely going to be Ohtani and DeGrom game 1. Game 2 in the wild card would definitely be Dylan Cease and Nathan Eovaldi. And then the rest from there is history. It's either you go with another, your 3rd string pitcher for both teams, and it's up to the offense. And we faced the Angels offense before the trade deadline and before they had Machado. And they were pretty good. But we've also faced the Rangers offense, where they beat us in a series. Their pitching did absolutely amazing. So, I know we're in August, and we still got to make it to the World Series, and we still got to make it through the postseason to even get to the World Series. But at this point, we are 98-9. We have won the division pretty much. We got to start focusing on the postseason. We could go on a 20-game losing streak, and I'd still have a vision of the postseason and what we're doing, as that will end the 3rd. With the strikeout from Walker Buehler, but Luis Capizano gets the Padres on the board.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
All right, Mookie Betts, and maybe I gotta think about who we're facing now, and honestly, in these past couple of games where we faced the Reds, we faced the Athletics, we are facing teams that are not as good, like we were facing with the Rangers and Blue Jays. Like, those two teams got names. They're both fighting to be in the World Series with us. So like, the postseason, I can already tell it's going to be harder and a lot more funner than the regular season. So if you guys want to be interested in really good games. Just get ready for the postseason. And I know we're a few months away and still got a lot of ball games to play, but there's a few series as this is hitting the left center that I'm excited for. I'm excited to go to Boston. I mean, they're not doing the hottest either, but like to go back where Mookie Betts, came from, and then we still gotta play the Diamondbacks a few more times and see how those series go against them. So like, there's really no crazy teams I feel like on the rest of the schedule, besides the ones I named. And we get to see the Rockies for a 4-game set in Colorado, and I think a 3-game set in LA. So like, we get to see a few more teams a couple more times that should be exciting. We get to see the Braves come to Dodger Stadium in September, and then that's pretty much it. So like right now from this schedule, we get so after Arizona, so we play 4 here. I thought we played 3, but we play 4 here in San Diego. We play on Monday as well, so I think. So on my schedule on my phone for the regular season franchise, or for the franchise mode on the on the real life Dodgers schedule, they play here in San Diego on Monday as well. So I'm assuming we're gonna be here Monday as well, and then we go to Arizona for 2. The 2-2 to Peralta inside 3-2. And then Colorado comes to us for 4. Then the Brewers, the 3-2. And then Miami. We get to go to Cleveland too. That should be a fun one. So the series I'm really looking forward to at the moment, for the rest of the remainder of the season, as of now in our franchise, not in real life, because in real life it's a whole different story. For the rest of this remainder of the season, I'm excited to see Arizona coming up. I'm excited to see Colorado at Dodger Stadium. Cleveland and Boston. Cleveland should be fun games and maybe tough games. Boston is it's going to be cool to be in Boston. Then we got the Braves coming in after the Arizona Diamondbacks in August. So that's popped up. And then that month of September is pretty much, I feel like, very simple teams to try and finish out the year. So, I mean, there's a few series in the franchise that I'm excited about. The real life Dodgers baseball, it's all exciting at the moment because Arizona's doing really good in real life. The Giants, the Padres are trying to get something rolling now. And the Dodgers have like a 2-game lead in the division. So like the real life stuff that's going on compared to the franchise stuff is absolutely insane and amazing, and every game pretty much counts in real life. In this, right now we're looking at how many more games left, what series are we looking like we'll be excited for, and when will we get to the postseason? Because the faster we're closer to the postseason, the funner these games I feel like are going to get for me and you guys. I'll bring up Hong Sung Kim taking a ball. And like, if we do make it to the World Series, obviously you guys know I'd love to face the Angels, as that will end the bottom of the 4th. And Buehler goes 1-2-3 in the 4th inning. Obviously you guys know that I'd love to face the Angels. It's obviously not hitting well. But if we gotta face another team, I would love to face the Rangers. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because the Rangers beat us in a series. And not many teams have... They're the only team that have beat us in a series all year. And there's one team that beat us in a series that is absolutely bothering me. Because in that series, I feel like we should have been able to win that series and we lost it. So if we saw them in the World Series when it matters, this is hammered into left. Could we sweep them? And could we dominate the Texas Rangers? And then again, you could say with the Angels, like, they beat us, and then Mike Trout beat Max Muncy in the home run derby, which that adds more fuel to us to possibly beat the Angels is because Mike Trout, you got the home run derby championship, but Max Muncy's holding up the World Series trophy. So there's a few teams I'd love to face in the World Series if we make it. And the only reason why I keep on saying is just because anything's possible in MLB. We've seen it. There's games where I win by maybe 2 runs. There's games where I win by big margins like this. There's games where I absolutely dominate teams, and it's kind of a laughingstock how this one started and how it's still going. But then there's games where I'm up by 1 run, every pitch matters, and one swing can change the game for the opposing team. And I feel like if in the postseason that could happen, anything could happen. 3-0 to Miguel Vargas. 3-1, swinging and missing on that one. All right, 3-1 from Bergar or whatever. Will be outside and a walk for Vargas. 2 away. That'll bring up Jay Hay. Walked earlier in this ball game. First pitch, hit and fouled. 3-1. And the crazy thing about the Guardians, I feel like though, is they acquired Blake Snell, Miguel Cabrera, Juan Soto, and they're only winning by 1 run. Like, it's so crazy because the Twins still have a shot to win the AL Central. Kind of invested in that. Kind of invested in the AL Central at the moment. The AL West was pretty interesting for a while, and then all of a sudden the Angels just kind of took it. The AL East, the Blue Jays and the Yankees are fighting for that division. So that's kind of fun to watch. The NL East, obviously the Braves took it. They're 14 games ahead of the Phillies. Obviously in our division, it's pretty straightforward who's winning the NL West. But in the NL Central, that's also entertaining because the Cardinals honestly looked like the mean bad bullies who were going to just beat everybody up. And all of a sudden they went on a little losing streak. The Cubs started playing good ball. And the Cincinnati Reds made themselves way, way better than I ever expected. Because honestly, Ellie De La Cruz, he won July Rookie of the Month. So with that being said, like, you know, he just kind of got a little nervous at Dodger Stadium, right? When he was there. And same with the whole Reds roster, but Devers played amazing. Kike Hernandez played pretty good. And the games against the Reds were pretty entertaining. You know, we'd score, and then all of a sudden they'd score, but we'd still have a large margin, or, you know, we'd have a few more runs than them that they already put up. So it's possible for the Reds to make a push. It really is. And I feel like this weekend, with them playing the Nationals, where they beat them 18-1, 18-3 or something earlier. That is huge for the Reds at the moment, that they're facing the worst team in the MLB. So it's absolutely huge. I'll bring up Luis Capizana, 1-for-1 with a solo shot. Took Walker Buehler deep earlier. The 0-1 slider, 0-2. The 0-2 to the Padres catcher hitting 9th. That would be a check swing. That would be a hit for Capizano. He's 2 for 2. Buehler just kind of looked at the ball and thought Vargas would be able to charge it, but wasn't able to. First pitch to Kwan. Ball 1 according to the ump. 1-0. Slider hitting the left, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Capizano around. He's going home. What are you doing? He's going to be thrown out at home. What a relay right there for Mookie Betts and Peralta. Capizano should have just held up. What a throw for Mookie Betts. Not the prettiest. If Capizano's a little bit closer to the plate, I'm pretty sure he scores, but he didn't. So it's still 6-1. Alright, first pitch to Mookie Betts will be a little bit outside, ball one. A walk and a home run tonight for Mookie Betts. 2-0. 2-0. 3-0. 3-0 from CT. From Bergar to Mookie Betts. 3-1. Terrible swing. Hit into right center field. That ball's drilled. That ball is back, and that's the 33rd home run of the year for Mookie Betts. What a swing from Mookie. 33rd home run of the year, and man, he's had a week. I'm digging it. He's having a great week. It's a 7-1 ball game. Now I bring up CT. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles in tonight's game. 0-1. 0-2. 0-2 to CT. 1-2. Game 1 out of a 3 or 4 game series. I'm gonna look after this ball game. Pretty sure it's a 4 game series. That's what I'm gonna assume. Since the real life Dodgers schedule says it, but we'll see. I'll let you guys definitely know tomorrow what this series against the Padres actually is. If it's a 4 game series in real life, I'm pretty sure it's a 4 game series in the game. So if that's the case, this is game 1 out of a 4 game series against the Padres. We're probably now knowing that it's a 4 game series, we're going to make Austin Barnes catch tomorrow, Will Smith the next game, and then Austin Barnes will catch the getaway day game here in San Diego before we head to AZ. The 1-2 to Peralta. Got him. Good pitch. That's a really good curve, 2 away, and now that'll bring him Muncy. 4 RBIs tonight. He's 2 for 3. First pitch to Max. Swung on and missed. 0-1. See what I mean? 8-7. Like, you have Juan Soto now, and you're struggling to beat the White Sox. Soto had 3 RBIs. I'm pretty sure the Guardian fans are loving Juan Soto 1-2. Excuse me. No, 1-2. 2-2. The crazy thing about Mookie Betts having 33 home runs also is that he's tied with Pete Alonso. That's crazy. 3-2. And Nolan Arenado's on deck. The payoff to Muncy. Got him. Good heater away. Alright, Jose Ozokar will lead off the bottom of the 6th, 0 for 2. Ball 1. Yeah, 18-3 was the Reds' final score. And Antone got a save. That's wild. Did you guys see that? 1-2. Good heater right there from Walker. The 1-2 slider will be hit. Vargas. One away here in the bottom of the 6th. With 1 away, that'll bring up Xander Bogaerts. Singled back in the 1st. First pitch, strike 1. And the Cubs lost to the Braves. That's huge. I know. I think I said that already, but I couldn't really recall. 2 away here in the bottom half of the 6th. Rockies winning 7-2 in St. Louis. Now they bring up Cronenworth. 0 for 2. First pitch swinging and missing. 0-1. 0-1 cutter. 0-2. Oh, the 0-2 fastball will be hit. Muncy will take it to the bag to end the 6th inning. Alright, Nick Martinez will be the pitcher for the Padres. Has a 7.02 ERA. That's wild. First pitch, ball 1 to from Martinez. The 1-0. 1-1. Tonight with Walker Buehler, as that's fouled 1-2. I feel like, you know, those 6 innings have been okay, but I feel like his stuff tonight has not been too electric. So 1-2 there, Renato 2-2 inside. It just feels like he's just pitching to pitch. And it's possibly because there's not... That's a strikeout. 1 away here in the top of the 7th. Those names are gone off the Padres. Machado, like, I know I keep mentioning it, but it just blows my mind that they trade Machado. Like, 0-1 to Will Smith. I don't know. Make that make sense, right? The 0-1 from Martinez. Hit. That will be a nice dive right there from Bogarts, but that'll be an infield single for Will Smith. Now they'll bring up Vargas. Struck out, walked, and a base on balls in the 5th. Gee, the umpire got really into that one. Did you hear him? He said he's safe. I said he's safe. Like, relax, buddy. 7-1. First pitch from Martinez. Inside, ball 1. Vargas hitting 275, 38 RBIs, excuse me. 15 home runs, 1-1. 1-1 from Martinez. Fouled off 1-2. 1-2. Will Smith will lead. There he goes. Yep, they're gonna pick him off. Throw from Cronenworth on time. The second 2 away. Here in the top half of the 7th. Alright, the 1-2 now to Vargas. Fouled off. Staying alive is Miguel. The 1-2 from Martinez. Got him. Good pitch inside. In the top half of the 7th. Alright. Anthony Rendon will lead off the bottom of the 7th. He's 0 for 2. First pitch, strike 1. 0-1 slider. 1-1. The 1-1 fastball. 1-2. 1-2 cutter. 2-2. Alright, the 2-2 circle change from Buehler to Rendon will be hitting to right. That will go foul. Alright, the 2-2 fastball from Buehler will be popped up. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 away, and now they'll bring up Han-Song Kim. 1 for 2. Hit a double tonight. Hit his 20th double of the year, 0-1. The 0-1, and now the fastball swung on and missed, 0-2. 0-2 slider. Fouled off. Alright, the 0-2 cutter, the 80th pitch from Walker Buehler to Kim will be hit. Muncy will not be able to make the play. And Kim's going to be 2 for 3 tonight. Single and a double tonight for Han-Song Kim, and now they'll bring up a door. 0 for 2. Slider swung on and missed, 0-1. The 0-1. The heater, 0-2. I'm going to go back with the fastball here, but a little bit higher inside. The 0-2 fouled off. Alright, back-to-back heaters. The 0-2 knuckle curve will be hit. Arenado can't catch it. And Kim will go to third. The throw from Peralta will not be on time. Close play, though.
The center fielder, number 24.
Yeah, that'll bring up Jordan Luplow.
Luplow.
0 for 2. First pitch, circle change, foul, 0-1. The 0-1 heater from Walker Buehler. 0-2. The 87th pitch will be a strikeout, 2 away here in the bottom half of the 7th. Bob Melvin's just watching on, and he's happy to see Luis Capizano at the plate. 2 for 2 tonight. First pitch, heater from Buehler, high and inside, ball 1. I wanted Buehler to go 8, but this will be the end of his night in the 7th. The 1-0. Hit fouled, 1-1. 1-1 knuckle curve. Did he go? I think he did. Nope, 2-1. Oh, 2-1. The heater from Buehler, 2-2. Alright, the 2-2 pitch. The 92nd pitch of the night will be swung on and missed 10, the 7th. So 7 innings of work, 1 run given up tonight from Buehler. Have a good night. We'll take it. Start warming up the bullpen. In. Wanna go? Man, who we gonna pitch? I'm gonna go Blake Trinan. Feels like he needs some work. First pitch from Martinez, ball 1. 28,484 fans here in attendance. In San Diego, that's hitting the left. That ball's given a rod. That ball is caught at the wall, 1 away. Good catch right there from Quan. Ball 1 to Martinez. Alright, 3-0. Hit in the center.
The batter, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Oh, bring up Mookie Betts. 2 for 3. This is hitting the center. That ball's back, and it's going to be caught, darn it. I thought he had his 3rd home run of the night. Now we're going to bring out Blake Trinan. This is his 6th game. He has 8 innings on the year. And has a 0.00 ERA. First pitch, hitting to right. That's going to drop for a base hit for Quan. Hayward will hold him to a single. Bring up Jose Azucar. 0 for 3. First pitch hammered into left. That ball's back. Peralta will catch it though, 1 away. Away here in the bottom of the 8th. And now they'll bring up Xander Bogaerts. First pitch. Fouled off, 0-1. Trinan knows his job is to go 2 innings. The 0-1 slider, 0-2. We don't want anybody else to come out of that bullpen tonight. The 0-2 cutter fouled off. The 0-2 sinker got him. 2 away here in the bottom half of the 8th. After a strikeout right there from Trinan with the sinker down the middle, and now that'll bring up Jake Cronenworth, 0 for 3. First pitch heater, strike 1. Another one right down the middle. The 0-1 heater. 1-1. 1-1 sinker. Hit. 1-2. 1-2. The slider in. It's gonna be backdoored. What a play from Betts. Oh my goodness. Marcus Lynn Betts. That's all I got. What a play from our shortstop tonight. And if you're Willie Adames, you're smiling at that one. Mookie Betts, the right fielder, second baseman, shortstop, he does it all. What a play. And now that would bring up Taylor 2 for 4. Taking a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 to CT, hitting the right center field. That ball's carrying well. Not deep enough, I don't think, and one away here in the top of the ninth. The crazy thing too is, they also traded Trent Grisham away. They traded him to the Orioles, I think it was. So that's another move what makes absolutely no sense. I feel like you could build around Trent Grisham. Not the greatest player in the world, but he gets the job done. 2-1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Max Muncy.
Well, I bring up Max 2 for 4. Ball 1. Two 0. Two and 1. Hit into center. Left center. Max Muncy is gonna take 2 here. He's just hustling in and he'll have himself a double. That will now bring up Arenado. Ball 1. And 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. Two and 1. Three and 1. 3-1 to Arenado. Muncy over there at second. 2 away here in the top of the ninth. The 3-1 hitting to right. That ball will be caught in right to end the top half of the ninth. Alright. Blake Trinan still out on the mound. Anthony Rendon 0 for 3, taking a strike, 0-1. Man, this game in San Diego escalated pretty quickly, man, and made it kind of a boring one here. 1 away here in the bottom half of the ninth. Dodgers got on the board pretty early. I'll bring up Kim, 2 for 3. And I know I kept mentioning, man, about Machado and Soto, but like they brought a lot of life to this team. Right now, I just feel like I'm facing the most boringest team in baseball, 2 away. Like, we faced the Nationals earlier this year, and I felt like more excited to play them than I did the Padres. Because at least with the Nationals, man, they got Josiah Gray, C.J. Abrams, Jeter Downs. Like, oh one, 0-2. The 0-2 Cutter, 1-2. So, like, playing the Padres, man, I see them right now, and all I think is they got Han Song Kim. That's a strikeout to end the ball game. And Han Song Kim. Like, that's all I see. And Luis Capizano. I mean, he had a decent game, so, like, yeah. But it's not the most exciting Padres team. So, like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Buehler gets his 17th win of the year. Had a pretty good start. You know, only gave up that 1 run and a few hits. So, player of the game will be Mookie Betts. 8 strikeouts tonight for Buehler. That's it. So, like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications. I'll see you guys next time.